It's on. Okay, good. Okay. Good morning. I'm Mrs. Alexander. I'm a school counselor here for 9th grade, and I want to give you some information about registration. We will begin registration March 1st through 4th for 9th graders, March 14th through 18th for 10th graders. We will also have a curriculum fair here in our Commons area from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. March 3rd. At the curriculum fair, you'll have a chance to meet with teachers and discuss different courses for next year. What we want to do today is give you some information about registering for classes for next school year. So in your registration book, you have a book that looks just like this, and we're going to go through that book and we're going to talk a little bit about things that you may need to see. Okay? So the first page, let's turn to page 6 and 7. And as I'm doing it, you should be doing it too. Thank you very much. So on page 6 and 7, you'll see that these are graduation requirements for the class of 2012 and for the class of 2013. So look at your graduation requirements. This is what we'll be using to register you for next school year. Turn to page 10. On page 10, you're going to see promotion requirements. So let me tell you what they are. To move from 9th grade to 10th grade, you need a minimum of 6 credits. Credits means classes that you have passed. From grade 10 to 11, it's 13 credits. From grade 11 to 12th, it's 20 credits. So in order to promote, you have to have a certain number of credits. And that's on page 10 in your registration book. On page 14, let's turn to page 14, you have your athletic participation requirements. Please make sure that you read over this carefully and that you understand what you need to be eligible to be an athlete here in our school. On page 47 through 100, it is all of the courses that we offer here, or all the courses we offer in Guilford County. It gives you a description of each course. So if you don't know what a course is and didn't know what it entails, look there first, okay? Also, we want to help you to pay attention to, if you're trying to go to a middle college of some sort, or interested in going to a middle college, March 18th is the deadline for that. If you need to have a recommendation or transcript, please make sure your teacher has enough time to do the recommendation, and please make sure that guidance has enough time to print your transcripts and send it where it needs to go. Also, we have in our registration catalog, it's called the North Carolina Scholars Program. What's included in that, you need 4 Englishes, 4 math, 3 sciences, 3 social studies, 2 levels of foreign language, PE, 1 career and technical education class, 1 arts ed class, dance, music, theater, or visual, and 5 electives. We don't have very many of our children who qualify for NC Scholars, and we would like more of you to do that. So now, here's Ms. Parks to talk more about registration. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the registration process. You will be getting a form that looks like this. On it you'll have your name, first, middle, and last, and you will put down the courses that you would like to take. We will sit down with you and fill this out with you. We will have your transcript with us so that we know the classes you need to graduate. Now remember, there are classes that you need to graduate. You are guaranteed to get those classes. You will get your math, you will get your science, you will get your social studies, English, health, and PE. All of the other classes are electives, and although you want those classes, we can't guarantee that you'll get them. So just remember that the classes you need to graduate, you're guaranteed to get. The classes that you want, we will work as hard as we can with you, but we are a very full school, so you might not get that this year, but you might. Juniors, you have the option of graduating early. If you choose to do this, you have to fill out the right forms. You cannot have failed any classes, so you'll have to have 28 classes by January of next year. Now, before you even consider this, think about what you want to do afterwards. If you're looking at going to Carolina, or Wake Forest, or Duke, or any of the top schools, they do not want to see you graduate early. They want to see you continue with your education and take as many classes as you can. So it's very important that before you make that decision, you talk to your parents, you talk to the university you're interested in applying to, and then if you still want to graduate early, then come and talk to us and we'll give you a form. Also for juniors, it's important that you take your SAT this year. You need to take at least one in your junior year and probably another one your senior year. If you don't take one your junior year and you wait for your senior year, you won't have enough time to get those sent off to colleges. Now, if you're taking AP Calculus right now, I would highly recommend that you take the SAT 2 for math. And if you're taking AP Biology, I would highly recommend that you take the SAT 2 for biology. Many universities are asking now that students take SAT 2 subject tests. So if you are doing that, take it in June while it's fresh on your mind. We've had a lot of success with that in the past. We have a few classes that require applications. So you'll need to check with teachers for the application process for yearbook, medical careers 2, pharmacy tech, and early childhood. So if you're interested in those classes, we will have an application that you'll have to have filled out probably by spring break. So make sure that if you're interested in those classes, you let us know while we're doing registration. This year we have utilized North Carolina Virtual Public Schools, which is our online school. If there's a class that we do not offer at Southern Guilford High School, we would like for you to look at the North Carolina Virtual Public School and see if there are any classes there that you'd be interested in. They have a variety of classes from African American history to German to Japanese. The problem with this is that you will have to sign up early. They fill up very quickly because the North Carolina Virtual Public services all of North Carolina, not just Guilford County. So if you're interested in that, you need to let us know immediately when we're doing your registration so that we can sign you up on their website. If you would like to look at their classes, just Google North Carolina Virtual Public High School and it will take you directly to their website and you can see what classes they're offering next year. There are a few classes you actually cannot sign up for. You cannot sign up for a media assistant or to work in the guidance office or the front office. You can let us know if you're interested in that, and that can be one of your options if your classes don't work out. But we save that for the very end. That's after all your classes are scheduled, and if there's a hole in your schedule and you wanted to be an assistant, that's when we fill those spots. So you cannot go up to the counselor and say, well, I'd like to work in the media, or I'd like to be a guidance assistant, because we are not going to sign you up for that. That comes at the very end. Remember that we are having a curriculum fair. This is the perfect opportunity for you to ask the teachers questions about their classes. If you're interested in AP Chemistry, this is the great time to ask Mr. Thompson anything that he can tell you about AP Chemistry. Or if you want to know how hard pharmacy tech is, or if you like to work on cars, exactly what is involved in auto tech. This is the time for you to ask the teachers. They all have displays out. You can bring your parents, and you can ask all the questions you have, and this will help us determine which classes we'll offer next year. So if only one person signs up for AP Chemistry, then we can't offer the class. But if enough of you sign up, then we can offer classes that we don't actually have this year. So you need to think about that when you're looking through the registration book. You'll get a slip starting March 1st. You'll get a slip that will tell you when you need to come to see us. So teachers and students need to pay very close attention to that slip. That is your time to register. That is your 10 minutes we have allotted for you. Now we have 1,000 kids in this school that we need to register. So you need to be on time for your slot. So make sure that when you get that, you show it to your teacher. Everybody knows that you're leaving at that time. We look forward to you being well prepared for registration so that you can make an educated choice in the classes you will take next year. We look forward to you also coming to our curriculum fair on March 3rd. And now we're going to learn a little bit more about our career and technical education here at Southern Guilford with Mr. Miles.
Hi, my name is Mr. Miles. I'm the Career Development Coordinator here at Southern. I work with your counselors to make sure you get in the right classes to meet your career goals. So for instance, here at Southern, I work with your career technical teachers as well. And your career technical education teachers teach classes like classes you might take in agriculture, auto tech, business, construction, early childhood education, engineering, and health. So we offer all of those programs right here at Southern. However, if you're looking in your registration book that Ms. Alexander alluded to earlier, you might want to look at all the programs. Even if a program's not offered at Southern, it's possible that it's offered at Weaver, and it's something where we can work out where you go to Weaver half a day and take that program. The bottom line is, when you get ready to register and you come down at your allotted time, make sure you've looked through the book. Check out the classes that you know you have to take so you're ready to talk to the counselors about that. But also look at your electives. Make sure that you're telling them what some of the electives are that you would like to register for. So here's Coach Brown to tell you more about athletic eligibility and what you need to do to make sure you're eligible to play in the sport that you want to play in. Coach Brown?
For athletics at Southern Guilford, Guilford County has now changed its policy, and for all athletes you have to maintain a 2.0 GPA the semester prior to your athletic sport, whatever sport it is, whatever season. So you have to have a 2.0 prior to that season. You also need to make sure that you're promoted each year and that you have credits, 3 out of 4 credits each semester. So there's new requirements for all our athletes, which are good. It makes them maintain a certain standard, which we like, but it also puts a more emphasis for them people to make sure that they do the right thing as far as in the classroom and at home when it comes to studying and getting prepared for their upcoming season. So requirements are a little bit harder due to Guilford County, but we think everybody will be fine and work hard to accomplish those.
Miss Alexander, what are colleges looking for? I want to go to a good college, but I don't know what classes to take.
Well, let me tell you, this is what you do. When you're selecting your courses for next school year, you have to decide between CP and honors classes. A CP class, if you make an A in that class, it's worth 4 points. If you make a A in an honors class, it's worth 5 points. If you make an A in an AP class, it's worth 6 points. Yes, honors and AP classes will be a little more difficult, but your GPA takes the weight of those courses. So, colleges are looking for your course selections and how much rigor you take in high school. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Students, this is your opportunity to plan for your future. Take it seriously so that you can have an enjoyable year. Thank you.